Yeah, we gon' stomp him out. He talking way too damn much. What's there to talk about? He's speaking crazy as a neck, so we gon' walk him down. We at your house cause you ain't coming out. What's the body count? We gon' stomp him out.
Hip-hop is almost exclusively black. From a cultural standpoint, this makes sense. Jamaican and African American DJs began rhyming over break beats in the mid to late 70s, forming what we call rap or hip-hop today. In modernity, what you find is blacks, whites, and Hispanics on a constant in the rap world. However, when do you ever hear about the Asian rapper? I'm sure those of you in the underground like myself can name a few, and even mainstream fans probably have that one favorite or select Asian artist, such as Anderson .Paak, who is half Korean. Or maybe you're an older rap fan and grew up on the BET's 106 & Park and heard of the Chinese-American lyricist MC Jin. He was the first Asian rapper to sign to a major record label. Or maybe you're a much younger and modern Gen Z fan and know of the YouTubers Rice Gum and Timothy Delgado. While Asians in the rap scene are scarce and far in between in hip-hop as a whole, I like to dive deep into the underground rabbit hole of Asian and Asian descent rappers and give them both a bit of credibility and educate people on them. Before I go into the list, however, I want to point out in modern times, civil and social identity seem to be very heightened and sensitive, but are regularly given a sort of forced exposure. So, going with that notion while still contradictingly going against the norm, I'd like to talk about the black sheep in hip-hop. Seeing Asians in rap is one thing, but being Asian expressed in rap is very rare and taboo, and especially in the underground I feel is needed. One of the most prolific and an artist that regularly flaunts his Asianness as well as his subculture is NASCAR Aloe. Self-titled Cambodian punk, NASCAR obviously makes no secret of his Cambodian American heritage. He knows how to speak Khmer, the national language of Cambodia, though he never does as much in public. I have the personal luxury of hearing him speaking in person to his friends or possibly family members. NASCAR being Asian and one of the more popular underground artists is reassuring. I feel it's inspiring that he can both flaunt his nationality while still representing a social construct commonly found in American and European subcultures, almost reviving the punk aesthetic to modern day in his own way. His punk-influenced rap tracks definitely allure to his tastefulness, and I hope more Asian rappers follow similarly in his footsteps, and for NASCAR himself to express more of his Asian side. Another seldom well-known rapper in the underground community is the rapper Project. Project, born in Connecticut and being American, he is of Laotian descent. He often wears a mask, so not a lot of people acknowledge his Asian heritage. He's an inspiring artist who feels the Asian mode enough to stand out among many of the underground peers and even past many. His music usually consists of screaming, singing, lyrically rapping, you name it. He can do it all, and he definitely is putting the Asian persuasion and underground hip-hop on the map. The rapper Lil Darky rocks his Indian heritage on a constant. His Lil Darky cartoon and name is based off ancient depictions of Hindu deities being charcoal skinned. He often spews political and socially propagated lyrics in his music, being a staple in the storyteller/messenger for today's underground artists. He definitely uses his platform to directly influence and scratch out the line of prejudice and perspective people have on the idea of norms and sociality in society, including race. He's an Asian rapper I think the underground has definitely grown to accept, almost specifically. Another fairly well-known Asian rapper, but if you never saw his face, you probably assume he was black or Caucasian. His style reflects the plug and trap rap of modern street sound. He is most known for being an XXXTentacion affiliate and honorary member of Members Only. And of course, I'm talking about Kid Trunk. I think his music probably gives the biggest example to upcoming Asian rappers that flaunting and being who you are is acceptable in today's music. Ginseng, most known for his producing, Ginseng also goes by the alias Little Winter when he vocalizes his own plug rap music. His producing talents were so successful, he almost had his own particular sound or type beat in the community for a long time. Definitely one of, if not the current best Asian producer in the underground, of course, in my opinion. Personally, I think Ginseng deserves an entire video devoted to him, but I'll be mistaken not to include him in this video. The Bengali descent rapper of Zatoshi is not recognized as an Asian rapper entirely, but he's definitely of Asian descent. While he doesn't mention much of his Asian heritage, he still has one and definitely deserves a mention here. His bellowing, aggressive rap style is one that he has been building off of for the past year, going on 2. Of Indian descent, Nettie is one of the few not only Asian descent rappers in the community, but a female on top of that. Her gritty and dark edge along with her loud and in-your-face lyrics align her with a mention on this list with her power she emits. Her heritage is something she definitely shows pride in and flaunts her style and gender in music to show how prideful she can be. Sue packs a punch and doesn't shy from the social side as a producer, unlike most in the community who tend to hide behind their veiled cyberwall of the internet. Sue has produced tracks for various rappers and is slowly climbing the ranks. Arguably, skill even among Asian rappers is unique. His pronunciation is what stands out in his lyrics and music. He's definitely someone that I've grown akin to, and honestly was shocked to find out that he was Asian. Not that it mattered. I love that he is, and I think that he should express that a lot more. I hope you all found this video both informative and entertaining. I believe in fighting for the underdog or the minority in the situation. Asians, I feel, tend to get overlooked in rap for multiple reasons. Asians, like every other race, can do just as well in music and deserve attention. I want to see more Asians in the community, and those that are, if I forgot to mention you here, keep going. If I did forget to mention you, please leave a comment, please leave a like. This was a Life Happens video, and shout out to all my Asians, and we out.